I close my eyes, then I drift away into the magic night. I softly say a silent prayer, like dreamers do. Then I fall asleep to dream my dreams of you.
Welcome to Kermode Uncut. Here's a really scary thought. Blue Velvet, the David Lynch movie, is 30 years old and is back in UK cinemas this week to celebrate its birthday. Now, I imagine that many of you have seen Blue Velvet. It's become one of the sort of classic modern texts. But Blue Velvet has a very particular place in my heart because it's a very important film for me as a new film critic. I saw the film when it first came out and I reviewed it for City Life magazine. And the first time I saw it, and I've said this before, I hated it. It really got under my skin, it really upset me, it really distressed me, and I really didn't like it. And I wrote a snarky and snidey dismissive review. Sometime later, I went back to see the film again, having been told by some friends that, you know, you misjudged it, it got under your skin. And I saw it again, and the second time I saw it, it was like watching a different movie. I mean, it was the same movie, it still got under my skin, it still worried me, it still alarmed me, but somehow I thought it was a brilliant experience as opposed to just a shocking and appalling experience. Now, I learned a really important lesson from Blue Velvet, and it was this. There are films that you can love, and there are films that you can hate. But the really brilliant films are often the films that you can love and hate at exactly the same time. Looking at Blue Velvet again now, and I have seen it many times in the interim years, I still remember what it was about it that freaked me out so much the first time. It's not just that the dialogue is incredibly strange and scabrous and dreamy, and Dennis Hopper's performance as Frank is one of the most frightening things I have ever seen on screen. It's the fact that the film has an atmosphere which is genuinely eerie, genuinely uncanny, genuinely out of this world. You know, David Lynch talks all the time about we live inside a dream. It's one of the central themes of Twin Peaks, particularly Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. The musical sequence in Blue Velvet, in which we see someone lip-syncing to In Dreams by Roy Orbison, while Dennis Hopper looks on in stunned amazement and horror and anger and lust, is a real key sequence. Because in a way, it defines what it is that Blue Velvet is trying to say about the fact that we live inside a dream. As a film critic, it taught me that when a film really gets under your skin and really provokes a visceral reaction, you have to be very careful about assessing it. When I first saw Blue Velvet, I was young and foolish. And now, the idea of walking out of that film seems completely stupid. But I still know why it happened. And oddly enough, I still admire the film for the fact that it made it happen. Actually, I didn't walk out of Blue Velvet because it was a bad film. I walked out of Blue Velvet because it was a really good film. The point was, at the time, I wasn't good enough for it.